Before we dive into today's mailbag episode here on Chicago Bears Now, subscribe to the channel. We're going to have daily coverage here, sometimes multiple videos per day, especially once we get closer to free agency and there's a ton of rumors, and once signings start to happen, we'll have multiple videos per day here on this channel, so subscribe. I'm going to continue to have you guys cover. Producer Jack's going to be riding shotgun with me as well. Don't go anywhere. Turn on your noties. We are the channel for you. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. It is mailbag time. I am your host, Harrison Graham, and let's dive into it. If you super chat, we'll get to your questions first. Otherwise, use hashtag Bears. Shout out Relentless Mikey with a $50 super chat saying FGB. Get an FGB chant going in the comments for Relentless Mikey. FGB, FGB, FGB. He says keep Monty. David Montgomery for $7 million or less. Sign me up. That is what I want. Brian Miller, no and no. If we trade for a receiver, make it T. Higgins. So he's referring to our news and rumors segment from Tuesday. Jerry Jeudy and Brandon Ayuk as potential trade targets. Yeah, I mean, I like T. Higgins better. He's also going to cost more. But, yeah, I'm with you. I'd like to get a true number one if that type of player is out there. DeAndre Hopkins. We'll see what happens this offseason. From Alex Dino, are there any current or eliminated playoff teams that would want the first pick? If so, what would they give us? Also, Aaron Rodgers, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Tired of your BS. Get the FARs going, too. I'm tired of him being the headline every offseason. But, Alex, I don't know about specific playoff teams, but anyone that would want to move up that was a playoff team would have to move a ton to go from, say, the 20th pick to number one. So, if you're the Bears, you're getting 3 first-round picks, multiple seconds, probably some thirds, and maybe a player or two. Like, I would ask for a king's ransom if I'm dropping from 1 to the 20s. All Justin all year, could the Bears trade down and draft Jaxon Smith-Njigba? Listen, JSN's starting to kind of creep back into the headlines after not playing college football basically at all this year. I mean, we can't forget, though, what he did in 2021. I mean, he was spectacular for Ohio State. 95 catches, over 1,600 yards, almost 17 yards per catch, had 9 touchdowns. Now, a frustrating year this year, only played in 3 games, and I believe left all of them because he kept having that hamstring problem. 5 catches, 43 yards, but we know how capable he is. Jaxon Smith-Njigba is a really good talent. I'm not taking him in the top 10, but, 20s. Trade down, get a couple of first-round picks, take him in the late teens, early 20s. Could happen. He could move up boards as well if he has a strong combine, assuming he's going to be able to work out. So it's a big couple of months for JSN to kind of remind people, hey, I'm still here. Remember me? Remember when Jamar Chase held out and was a top 5 pick? Well, I'm trying to do the same. Again, I don't think he'll go top 5 or top 10, but he is a very good talent. Would you draft Jaxon Smith-Njigba in round 1 in a trade-down scenario? Obviously not number 1 overall. Type Y for yes, type N for no. I would. Anywhere after 15, I'd probably consider it. Let me know what you guys think. Michael P., do the Bears go after Odell, who won the comment contest for the last video? So, Michael, still going through the comments. I mean, there's literally 3,500 of them, so we will hit it on a video. If you're watching live Tuesday, I have not calculated this. If you're watching this mailbag later, it's possible I've already put it on a mailbag or on a video that we published on the channel. That's why you subscribe so you don't miss any of them. But I saw you commented a lot, so you could be in the mix. I might give shout-outs to multiple people because a lot of people certainly commented a lot. Appreciate that. Oh, what about Odell, my producer tells me. Sorry, I should actually answer the question. I'd be open to Odell. Him and Michael Thomas are in the same boat to me. 1-year incentive-laden deal. $5 million base, up to 15 in guarantee or in incentives, something like that. Yeah, I would do that. From the Bears, why aren't we talking about Kareem Hunt? I'm open to Kareem Hunt. Ryan Poles knows him. He was in the Chiefs front office when they drafted Kareem Hunt, and he led the NFL in rushing as a rookie before having that domestic issue his second year. By most accounts, he hasn't really had any off-field issues since. I think he had it wasn't a DUI, but some sort of situation when he was driving and got pulled over. I can't remember what that was, but I think that was handled pretty quickly. He is slowing down, though. Like, he's not – I don't think he's peak Kareem Hunt, but I'd be open to him as, like, a cheaper option. I don't think you have to pay a lot due to his off-the-field history. So, I'd be open to that. I think he's potentially an option. Shout out to Magic Spoon, the best cereal in the game, for returning to Bears Now as a sponsor. And you guys can get $5 off when you go to magicspoon.com/chat. Shout out to Magic Spoon for sponsoring today's show. The revolutionary cereal that's changing the game. Say goodbye to sugary processed cereals and say hello to delicious, nutritious options that will power you through the day. Magic Spoon is the perfect choice for anyone looking to start the new year off on the right foot. With a variety of flavors to choose from like cocoa, fruity, frosted, and peanut butter, my favorite, you will never get bored. And only with 140 calories per serving, it's like a guilt-free breakfast option. But the best part, Magic Spoon is packed with 13 to 14 grams of protein and 0 grams of sugar, making it the perfect choice for those following a keto or gluten-free diet. And with the 100% happiness guarantee, you got nothing to lose by giving it a try. So order your own personalized Magic Spoon variety pack today and save $5 by using code CHAT at magicspoon.com/chat or by scanning the QR code on screen. Trust us, you will not regret it. You can start your day off right with Magic Spoon. Like I said, I love the peanut butter flavor. Got a box of it right here. Had a bowl of it this morning. Kind of just gives you that boost. You know what I'm saying? To get your day started right. Magicspoon.com/chat. Get $5 off today. Use that QR code as well. Redirects you right there for anyone watching on a Fire Stick or on your television. It's magicspoon.com/chat. Check the description and comments as well. Alan Mack next up here. Sign Orlando Brown and Mike McGlinchey. I don't think you need both. I think Braxton Jones will be one of your starters. Probably at left tackle, but, if they want to move him to right, that could be an option. I don't know about Orlando Brown, man. I don't think he fits this what Poles likes in linemen. He's a little bigger and a little slower than what Poles likes. He's not good a great pass protector. Now, neither is McGlinchey. I do want to make that point. But he's great in the run game. Brown is as well, but he's going to be probably cheaper than Brown because he's a right tackle. Right tackle is what you need if you keep Braxton Jones. I would rather pay McGlinchey less because I don't think you're getting a ton less production than Orlando Brown. I think Orlando Brown is a good player but not a great player, and he wants to be paid like a great one. Notorious TBG, okay, Anderson or Carter? Look, that's going to be the debate, right? Especially if they do stay at number one. I mean, then they pick whoever they want. Maybe another player or two enters that conversation between now and April. They always do. Trayvon Walker kind of came out of nowhere last year, but I have said that I think Anderson's the safer pick. I'm not saying you should go safe, but I also think it makes sense because it's a strong defensive tackle free agency market. If you get one of those guys, then drafting the edge makes more sense. So I would lean Anderson, but I like Carter. I think Jalen Carter's ceiling might even be higher. So, it's kind of free agency dependent, I would say. From Justin Fields, Field spelled incorrectly. Would you sign Barkley for $14 million? I don't think so, man. I think it's too high. Maybe on a shorter-term deal I'd consider it. 3 years, $42 million. I might be open to that, but definitely not doing it over a 5-year deal. I've just seen it too many times. The Zeke deal has not paid off for Dallas. Even the McCaffrey deal, while it's worked this year for San Francisco, I think if Carolina could have that one over, they would not have done it. So, I don't know. I'm hesitant. It's a lot of money. I think I'd go 12, but I don't think I'd go much higher. Patrick Rowan, why not go after Josh Jacobs? Would be cost less than Barkley. I never said I wouldn't go after Jacobs. I like Josh Jacobs. Now, I'm pretty confident he's going to get franchise tagged. Barkley might as well. But I'm open to Josh Jacobs. He's really good. He's not as explosive as Barkley, but I do think he'd cost a little less. I like Jacobs. He's a good player. He's physical. He's like a better Montgomery, I would say. He's got a little more pull away. Maybe not quite as physical, but he's a good back. From William Widlocki, we led the league in rushing. Why not draft a stud running back, Bijan Robinson? Just have too many needs. I'm not, if you trade down and just get multiple firsts, all this extra stuff, and you just feel like Bijan is so far and away the best player on the board when you have a draft pick, Okay, maybe, but you just have too many needs. I mean, your entire defensive line needs revamping. You need a lot of help on your offensive line. You need receiver help. You need a corner. You need a linebacker. I mean, I don't think going Bijan Robinson makes sense. I love Bijan. I think he's a special prospect, but again, you got way too many other needs to be drafting a running back in the first round. Now, which are you more excited for this offseason? Type D for the draft or type F for free agency? We, of course, will be covering both here at Chicago Bears Now. D for draft, F for free agency. Over $100 million in cap space, number one pick. Both are going to be fun. Let me know which side you fall on. From Leon Lucas, Quentin Johnston this year or Marvin Harrison next year? Both? I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if the Bears make a trade or sign a receiver. There's not a ton of free agent options that are great, although Michael Thomas could change that. I think he throws a wrench into things if he gets freed up, which I think he will. I think Marvin Harrison's the better talent, but I don't think you can just be like, we're not going to address receiver this year. We'll just wait till next year. I think you still need to address it this year, whether it's with a Quentin Johnston or someone else. So, but I think almost regardless, being in the mix for Marvin Harrison next year is something I would definitely like to see. Emiliano with the super chat, appreciate it. F Kareem Hunt, hashtag never forget. Yeah, I'm not defending the guy's behavior. Let me make that clear if I didn't make that earlier. I just made the point that by all accounts, since then, he has not, at least that we know about, made any mistakes. That would be a front office decision. I'm not advocating for Kareem Hunt. I don't think he's that good anymore anyway, to be honest. I'm not looking past the off the field stuff. I'm just saying since then it seems like he hasn't been a problem. Kyle Steele, appreciate the $2 super chat. Ask a question next time, my friend. Bailey-O, do you think Poles will give Darnell Mooney a new contract? I think he will, honestly. I think Jalen Johnson, Cole Kmet, and Darnell Mooney all get extensions this offseason. He's talked about homegrown talent. I think those are guys that want to be here. They're part of kind of the core that you have. I know it's not a deep core, but those are guys who have kind of gone through these battles. They've taken on a lot of losing, but they seem to want to be here. I do think they get new deals. Will Claypool get one, or do they need to see more? We'll see. I kind of think they'll wait on Claypool, but I do think Poles will give Mooney a new deal, yes. Appreciate all the questions on today's mailbag. Shout out to Canyon with the super chat as well. If you don't, or if you have any more questions, you can hit me up on social, but also subscribe and turn on notifications because every Tuesday we go live at 4 Eastern and we answer all of your questions. It's youtube.com/BearsNow.